CFA Level 1 November 2023 candidates, your exam is just round the corner and I'm sure many of you are wondering how should you approach the exam paper? If yes, then you're absolutely in the correct video. Keep watching. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. This video, as I already said, is especially for my CFA Level 1 candidates viewers. Especially those who are giving the exam in November 2023 because your exam is just around the corner. There's less than a month if I'm not mistaken, and I'm sure a lot of you are anxious, nervous, worried, maybe a little excited too, which is good. And there are a lot of questions roaming around your mind, how is the exam gonna be? Are they as strict as people tell us? Is it really gonna be like, if we look here and there, they'll confiscate our paper? I know there are a lot of questions and we're gonna answer all those questions in a separate video, but today's video is specifically to tell you how should you approach the exam in the sense of tricky questions, in the sense of time management. Everything that worked for me and did not work for me, I'm gonna share in this video so that you can possibly take away something and use it for yourself in a good way. Now, before we get on to that, if you are new to this channel, then please do subscribe. I need all your love, support and care. If you're already a part of this channel, thank you so much for joining me in this journey. I hope we stay together till the end of time. Now, CFA Level 1 students, you are actually extremely lucky in the CBT format. Why? Two reasons. One, you guys are the only people who have 2 hours 15 minutes per paper. Level 2, Level 3 में 2 hours 12 minutes होता है, 2 hours 11 minutes होता है. And yes, every minute counts, so it is a very, very, very big thing. Second, and the biggest luck factor that you have only in CFA Level 1 and not in Level 2, Level 3 is the fact that you have direct MCQ questions. आपको कोई case study नहीं है, आपको कोई vignet नहीं है. So no answer of the previous question is dependent on the next question, right? You're absolutely free from that comprehension based things. तो काफ़ी सारी अच्छी चीज़ें हैं and you should definitely be a little relaxed about it, a little calm about it. You should feel confident and happy. Believe me, Level 2 में जाके बहुत मिस करोगे इन सब चीज़ों को, so live it right now. Now, you guys have an AM section and a PM section, which everybody has, and you have 90 questions in each section. Know one thing for sure before I get on to how we deal with tricky questions. When you start your paper, you will see all the questions in the side, okay? Question 1 to whatever the last question is, I think it's question 22 or 24, which will basically mean you will see your AM questions and PM questions together, but during the AM section, the PM section वाले questions will be locked. मतलब आपको questions दिख रहे, you can see there's question number say 13 which is a part of the PM paper, but you cannot click on it, वो खुलेगा ही नहीं. Similarly, in the PM section, the AM section questions, you can see that you've already solved those, the first half of the paper, but you cannot click on it, it is locked. Basic point is to tell you that you cannot carry forward anything from the AM section to the PM section. मतलब अगर कुछ छूट गया AM section में तो वो छूट गया. ये मत समझना कि you can see everything तो you can carry it forward or if you get some time in the PM section you'll solve it then. ऐसा नहीं होता. AM section के सारे questions AM section में ही करना है. PM question के सारे questions PM section में ही करना है. You will not be allowed to interchange between sections. That is one thing that you should know. Second thing that you should know absolutely for sure, and this is a golden tip. Of course, you guys would have known it by now, but it is something that it is a golden tip for all CFA candidates. That CFA में negative marking नहीं होती, which means अगर आपने कुछ गलत mark किया answer तो you will not be penalized for it, you will not be, marks won't get deducted for it, you just get wrong, that's it, okay? वो mark count नहीं होगा, उसके लिए कुछ deductions नहीं होगा. Therefore, you have to aim to have one tick answer or you need to solve basically each and every question no matter what. ये तो करना ही है, चाहे question बिल्कुल नहीं आ रहा है, कुछ भी question, कुछ भी आंसर मार्क कर दो, पर मार्क करो. डू नॉट लीव एनीथिंग ब्लैंक बिकॉज कभी कभी अगर जब कुछ भी नहीं आता तो लक काम आ जाता है. सो दीज आर 2 points that you should at all times keep in your mind. Now, how should you do time management? How do you approach the paper, right? One thing is there in CFA Level 1, time का crunch usually इतना नहीं होता. Reason being, it is like I said, direct questions. It is question 1, answer 1, question 2, answer 2. It's not a vignet comprehension based question. So usually time is not an issue. Time only gets a little bit compromised or you start feeling a little panicky when it comes to FSA and ethics because that is a long section. But do not worry, it is your paper is planned in such a way कि usually most people का paper खत्म होता है. So do not stress too much about that. one way to ensure that your paper gets completed, and this I'm saying through personal experience. When I was giving my CFA level 1, some people had suggested that you should group these subjects first. सबसे पहले जाके solve derivatives, solve AI. I don't remember the sequence, but they had said this, solve this first, solve this first. Like somebody had given a sequence, and I thought that it was a smart sequence. And in my AM section, I had followed that sequence, and I cannot tell you कितना गलत हो गया था. Do not do this. Why गलत हो गया था? Because me searching for the subjects कि अरे derivatives कहाँ है, AI कहाँ है, fixed income कहाँ है, that was such a waste of time that by the time I had last 5-10 minutes left, I was almost on panic mode because I had so many questions left. So do not do that. The best approach to follow for your exam is go with the flow. जो भी फ्लो में CFA इंस्टीट्यूट ने पेपर सेट किया है, if it is ethics first and if it is FSA then corporate finance, whatever flow that they set the questions in, follow that. Why? Exactly the same reason. It will save you time. It will save you unnecessary time of trying to find कि वो आपने जो सोचा था पहले मैं ये सब्जेक्ट करूँगा या करूँगी, वो सब्जेक्ट कहाँ है. भले even if it is wasting 1 minute, it is an important minute. Do not get it wasted. वो टाइम वेस्ट होगा. प्लस ये सब्जेक्ट सीक्वेंस ढूंढने के चक्कर में there's a very high chance that you by mistake leave something बीच में. If you want to solve question 8 first and question 6 first and question 3 first then question 2 first, there's a very high chance कि ये करने के चक्कर में आप कुछ भूल जाओ. So it is absolutely not advisable. Tried and tested method से बोल रही हूँ, because when in my PM section I decided to go by the flow and I actually completed my paper 5 minutes before, जबकि वो ज़्यादा lengthy paper था. So I'm being honest with you guys, and I extremely honestly recommend that always go by the flow. Now, second layer to this. If while going by the flow there is a question जिसका आंसर आपको नहीं समझ आ रहा, you have already spent 1.5 minute upper limit for a question जो नहीं समझा. This 1.5 minute limit is for questions जो नहीं समझा कैसे solve करते हैं, कैसे उसका आंसर क्या होगा. For those questions, mark any answer that you will pre-think. How do you do that? I'm going to tell you in the end. But just mark an answer that you will pre-think and flag that question. Now, you'll be wondering, why did I say mark anything right now? Maybe you can come back to it later. Blank छोड़ दो. Do not leave it blank, because like I said, there is no negative marking. कभी-कभी हो सकता है आप end तक पहुँचते बिल्कुल time crunch पे पहुँच गए, that it's already 2 hours 14 minutes. You might not get the time to come back to those questions. So at least they are not blank. At least उसमें कोई तो आंसर टिक्ड है जो शायद सही होगा या शायद गलत होगा. सो नेवर लीव एनीथिंग ब्लैंक इवन व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. पुट व्हाटएवर आंसर, फ्लैग इट. आई एम गोना टेल यू हाउ टू चूज व्हाटएवर आंसर, but put whatever answer, flag it so that you know that you have to come back to this in the end and then go ahead. Okay, very very important tip. Now, how to deal with tricky questions. 2 very very easy yet very important methods. Method number 1, method of elimination. Method number 1 yeah, method number 1 is method of elimination. This is very very commonly used throughout level 1, level 2, level 3 and in most competitive exams as well. इसका मतलब क्या होता है, that if you do not know what the right answer is, then you might know in that case what the wrong answer is. I'll explain. Suppose the question is, I'll give a random non-CFA question, okay? What is the name of Tanishka's YouTube channel? Option A, CFA with Tani. Option B, career guidance with Tani. Option C, truly Tanishka. Now, हो सकता है while you're reading this आपको याद नहीं आ रहा है, you know Tanishka's name, but लगा इसके YouTube चैनल का नाम क्या है, इसके YouTube चैनल का नाम क्या है, you can't remember it. But ऑप्शन ए देखा आपने, CFA with Tanya, बोलोगे नहीं, आई एम वेरी श्योर ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता. सो यू हैव एलिमिनेटेड दैट ऑप्शन कि वो तो हो ही नहीं सकता. फिर ऑप्शन बी आपने देखा, करियर गाइडेंस विद तन्नी, लाइक नहीं ये भी नहीं हो सकता, आई एम श्योर ये नहीं हो सकता आंसर, ये है ही नहीं, ये लिस्ट में ही नहीं है उसके नामों के, तो आप उसको भी एलिमिनेट कर दोगे. अब by default, because you have eliminated A and B, the only option remaining is C. तो वो ही आंसर आप मार्क करोगे, because you have no other choice, because you are so confident कि आंसर A और B तो हो ही नहीं सकता, तो आप ऑटोमेटिकली मेथड आंसर C को टिक कर दोगे. By method of elimination, this is extremely important. Everybody uses it. It is called one of the smartest ways to solve an competitive exam. So अगर कोई आंसर नहीं आ रहा है तो ऑप्शंस में ये देखो कि क्या आंसर हो ही नहीं सकता. डोंट ट्राई टू फाइंड कि आंसर क्या है, फाइंड what is not possible only to be the answer, और जो एक ऑप्शन बचेगा वो आपका फाइनल आंसर होगा, जो 80 to 85% केसेस में करेक्ट ही होगा. So it is not a 100% guarantee that your answer will be correct, but 80 to 85% chance is there that you can get that as a correct answer. Always follow the method of elimination rule whenever you feel stuck. Now, option method B is बिल्कुल ही नहीं समझ आ रहा, क्वेश्चन ही नहीं समझ आ रहा, तो हाउ कैन आई सी कि यू नो आई कांट इवन डू मेथड ऑफ एलिमिनेशन, आई कांट डू एनीथिंग बिकॉज आई कांट इवन अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चन, आई एम नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग एनीथिंग अबाउट दिस. इसमें आप मार्क करके आओगे एक प्री डिसाइडेड ऑप्शन. दैट इज व्हाट आई सेड फॉर द फ्लैग्ड क्वेश्चंस ना, जो बिल्कुल नहीं समझ रहे, उसमें आप एक प्री डिसाइडेड आंसर को टिक कर दोगे. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय प्री डिसाइडेड आंसर? ऑल MCQ क्वेश्चंस इन लेवल 1 विल हैव A, B, C एज योर ऑप्शंस, राइट? आप घर से सोच के जाओगे कि फॉर एवरी क्वेश्चन दैट आई डोंट नो आई विल पुट अ A और आई विल पुट अ B और आई विल पुट अ C. ये इंकी पिंकी पोंकी वाला टाइम आप सेव करके घर से ही सोच के जाओगे. That basically will save you at least 15 seconds per question that you don't know, and ऐसे कम से कम 5 से 10 questions पूरे पेपर में हो ही जाते हैं for most people. So don't take it lightly. Think about it at home that okay, जो questions मुझे नहीं आते, I will mark a C, I will mark a B, I will mark a A. तो ये थिंक इट. एग्जाम हॉल में बैठ के ये सब सोचने का टाइम नहीं, जो बिल्कुल नहीं आ रहा. अरे जो गेस वर्क वाले क्वेश्चन है ना, वहाँ पे मत सोचना शिट क्या डालूँ, A, B, what should I guess, what will be my lucky guess. That's not the time to think about it. You don't have a minute to waste, right? So don't do that. Think about that at home and come. Now your question will be, how should we think about that question? Honestly, there is no actual guidelines for it. You can just like the letter. You can basically feel कि, for example, derivatives is a subject जहाँ पे बहुत लोग फंसते हैं. So you can think of it. This is again not a guidance because not all the time it's same. That in most of the candidate resource questions that I solved, very prominent answer जो मेरे को याद आ रहा था was B. So you can just keep B as the letter for throughout the paper. This is just by fluke, right? Because that is anyways a guesswork thing. उसमें कोई सही गलत है ही नहीं. It is pure guesswork. The only reason of choosing this predetermined answer, like I said, is to save your time. So yes, quick recap. Follow the flow at all times. जो questions नहीं आ रहे, बिल्कुल भी नहीं आ रहे, flag them and don't go ahead without leaving it. Don't go ahead leaving it blank. Tick any pre-decided answer घर से. Number 3, अगर questions tricky लगे हैं, then you will follow either method of elimination or you will choose the predetermined answers. It is a very very simple approach. Do not complicate life so much. पेपर इतना वो नहीं होगा. It is just about keeping your mind calm. So keep your mind calm. Keep these few things in hand. जब आपके predetermined answers होंगे, आपको पता है कि अरे जिसमें भी guess work करना है मैं ये डालूंगी, you're already saving time. It's already like ये तो मैं plan करके आई हूँ. And personal advice, last suggestion is that होता है, there are some questions जो बिल्कुल भी नहीं समझ आता. At least 2 to 5 questions पूरे पेपर में almost सब face करते हैं. So do not stress over that oh my god मैं सोच के जाऊँ तो क्या सच में ऐसा होगा ही. That's why I'm telling you to think of it. And yes, that is the end of this video. I hope that you guys found it valuable. You got some insights about it. Like I said, I will be making a on exam day video for you, on exam day tips, suggestions for you very very soon. So stay tuned for that. For now, keep calm, keep going. You guys have got this. I am extremely confident about all of you who have put in your hard work. Your luck will take your side, but just keep yourself mentally calm. जितना पेपर में alert रहोगे उतने ज़्यादा chances हैं पेपर पास करने के. Golden rule. Anyway, now मैं थोड़ा सा बात कम करके जल्दी जल्दी जाऊँगी. If you like this particular video, then don't forget to like, comment, share, and please subscribe. I will see you guys very very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.